speaking of basketball, we're gonna switch to the WNBA as what is it? The New York Liberty have been fined $500,000 by the WNBA for charting flights and other violations. Guys, when I first heard this story, I was like, I ain't never heard nobody getting in trouble for doing the right thing.
By the way, I thought you were
I,
reading this off like your notes, and I just realized you're reading it off the screen, aren't you?
yeah.
I was like, he just said that word for word.
Hey, that's the thing. That don't mean he know how to read a teleprompter, though.
That's right. That's good.
Hey, you got to. No. we gonna make this money. We gotta get quick. Let's go Phonics. Here we come. Call our line. We're a sponsor. We need sponsors
too on that one.
Yeah, heck yeah, 100%. But yeah, man, I've never heard a situation where you get in trouble for doing the right thing. Yeah, hey, you ain't supposed to be doing that. Feeding my players. Hey, ain't nobody asked you to do all that. You're doing too much. Like, wait, huh? So yeah, I don't know what a WNBA. No, you good. I'm just saying I don't know.
Yeah, y'all go because I'm actually the first person I've read like 20 articles, like 5 articles and like 20 headlines. I'm gonna be the first person to disagree with this. So yeah, y'all go ahead first because I'm gonna disagree with it.
No, it's just crazy. It's like, what statement are you trying to make here?
Yeah, I'm just confused about the whole situation myself. Like, how can you find somebody just because they are trying to help their team, with the flight situations because the league is not able to fund the teams to, what I'm saying, to get the flight. So I mean, I don't see why the owners can't look out, for their players. You know what I'm saying? But they're saying that it's a disadvantage though. Like, how is that a disadvantage? Because my players can take a plane and your players got to take a bus or something. Like, it's gonna be a longer ride for them. Like, I don't know.
You find them 500,000, dude. They don't even make that much in a season.
And that's what I'm saying. You trying to find them 500,000? Why are you trying to find them? And y'all can put that money towards helping out with the flights. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Helping out with the whole dang on front, the whole association, league,
I guess. But I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. But like I said, they said that they're finding them because the CBA rule says that the other teams don't have that same perk. So I'm guessing they're saying that I'm guessing they're saying that the other teams their owners don't got the bread like how the New York Liberty got the bread. I guess that's what I guess that they saying.
I would have been like, why the hell do I care? That's their problem.
But
I got money to blow.
I don't know, but it's just a weird rule. I mean, I guess she's Mrs. I'm gonna definitely bomb her last name, Kathy. I think it's Elgeberg or something like that. I'm probably bombing her name. I do apologize, but yeah, I guess she's just trying to make a statement with this, whatever, what I'm saying, to try to gain more money or whatever. I guess she said that she has been trying to get funds for the WNBA, but I guess her number amount is too high for the sponsors. But
it ain't work.
I don't know, but go ahead, Nico.
Go ahead, change it up. Go ahead, John. Go ahead. You are the WNBA aficionado.
So right, and I'm always let us critical. Know. I'm always critical. I 99.9% of the time I always take player side over the league.
You're fair. I give you that. You are very fair.
But in this situation, it is the rule. And how is it disadvantage? Well, because if you find out the Liberty are giving away doing chartered flights as compared to putting you on Southwest Airlines, and you're Sabrina Ionescu, you're Della Dawn, you're wow, I know her name. But anyway, the girl just obviously Candace Parker. But I'm thinking of the Sky Girl just won the Finals MVP. Kalia Copper. If you're Kalia Copper, you're Della Dawn, any of these, and you hear that this team is doing chartered flights, you're more apt to like. That's how it's a disadvantage, right? It's a disadvantage in the same way giving LeBron a Hummer to come to your college is a disadvantage. Like, hey man, he's taking care of a kid who didn't.
We don't know that. That was alleged.
All right. How about the Atlanta Hawks paying Josh Smith Joe Johnson or Josh Smith under the table? They said, "Hey, listen, we'll sign you to $3.5 million because that's all we can fit in the salary cap, but we'll pay you like $10 million under the table." Well, when they got caught, they lost the next 5 first-round draft picks, right? So that's how it's a disadvantage. It's
That was alleged. We don't know that.
Now, that being said, is it a stupid rule? It's a stupid rule only because
They got caught.
if the money was there, then it's a stupid rule, right? Like if you say, listen, nah, you can't, the money's there, but you can't do nice stuff for your players. No, but the thing is, the money isn't there. The WNBA can't afford this. Sure, this guy can afford it for his team, and that guy over there can afford it his team.
But that's the thing. How you gonna charge them $500,000 and we already ain't making a lot as is?
Well, that's the thing, right?
Like,
so now it's on the WNBA to put this money toward that, right? So let's say playoff games.
You would hope.
Now they did for the first time ever, they did charter all the finals games last year with the Sky and the Phoenix.
I mean, you had to. They play every other day.
Right, but I'm saying I'm saying that's a step in the right direction, right?
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying this because that's my problem with the NFL too, right? Like if I go helmet to helmet with you and I get fined $50,000, Walt don't get that money. Even though I hit him in the head, he don't get that money. The NFL gets that money, and I don't like that. I'm like, no. If I hit someone in the head, they should get the money, not you. So that's my point. Is now
you know what?
500,000, then
you should write a letter.
Then yeah, this money should go toward that cause, right? That's what the cause was about. It should go toward that cause. That being said, to where it went off the rails is there was talks of the New York Liberty being cut from the league. Like I thought it was for the season. Apparently it was for good. They were talking about cutting the team, just disbanding the team. And I thought
they're just doing the most.
I don't know where that came from because Engelbert I never heard her say anything like that. Matter of fact, she did say the original was $1 million fine, and her and the owner worked it out where it came down to a $500,000 fine. But there were other talks of,
how you gonna charge me $1 million when I only make $3 million a season? What the hell?
Well, right, and so that's what I'm saying. The whole thing comes down to it's not a stupid rule because it is a disadvantage, right? It encourages star players to go play for them when they find out that they're not only getting chartered flights, but they're getting chartered vacations. I mean, they went to Napa. That wasn't even a team thing. Hey. So he's now paying for vacations and stuff. Like, so that's where it's a disadvantage. And by the way, every league has rules.
If you think about it, the majority of the people I don't mean to bring the NBA involved, but I mean the people NBA kind of already has those advantages. I mean, just imagine if I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, the
right, but every team has the same advantage, so that's what we're saying. Right, so if the NBA can afford for every team to charter flights, then they should make it possible.
I just kind of made a disappointment. I mean, a bad point for myself. So never mind. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as long listen, it is a disadvantage. I mean, if you find out you can fly on a chartered flight as compared to riding next to some random dude on Southwest Airlines, yeah, if the WNBA can afford police escorts straight to the airport and all that stuff, and 3 meals, and like the NBA can, like if they can afford all that stuff, then every team should get it. But if only 2 teams can afford it, it is a disadvantage. It really is. And by the way, if the rule's stupid, change the rule. I'm fine with that. But like, if it's a rule, you broke the rule, man, and it's not a stupid rule until the money's there. And
but it can't really be that much of a disadvantage. They didn't make the playoffs though. Like, I mean. Or at all, they had one of the worst seasons. I mean, one of the worst records in the season, though. I mean, so it couldn't have been that much of a disadvantage. I mean, advantage, I should say. You feel me? So
I agree, but there's a lot of people who cheated throughout history that didn't win. It's the only time it ever really.
But that ain't cheat. Wait.
It's not cheating.
You can't say that's cheating.
It's only cheating if they use it to draw star players. And I haven't heard of them doing that. But there's the possibility that they could, and that's why it can't happen, right?
The only star player they got is Sabrina, though.
I agree, but but if you have Sabrina and you have chartered flights, you know how easy it is to now lure other star players to come play for you.
I mean, I guess you got
because they're gonna first off, they're already gonna want to play with Sabrina, and now they're gonna be like, and we get charged flights. I'm in. Let's do
I'm
it.
like, look, I ain't the one bribing. I'm just doing what's best for my team. If you wanna fine me for that, so be it. But I'm not gonna treat my team any less because others can't.
That's facts. If I got
You
the money
know,
to treat my team, I'm gonna treat my team, man. Regardless, I'm sorry.
right. If I got money to buy
But it's
to
not
buy
about treating the
something,
team, and I don't think the WNBA is upset about treating their team. I think they're upset about because of what the rule says. It's an unfair advantage in the fact of luring star players and luring certain players to your team. That's the only reason it's unfair. It's not because they don't want the ladies to have nice stuff. I don't think Kathy Engelbert cares about that. It's the fact that, listen, if other players, if it gets out that you guys are doing this, you could lure other players, who would sign over here for 200,000, but they'll sign with you for 150 because they know that they're going to get chartered flights, maybe. And if you're doing this stuff, who knows what else they're doing on the side? And again, I'm not accusing them of nothing. I'm just saying that's where it always goes to. And so, listen, if you don't like it, hey, if he's got this kind of money and he thinks the whole league should have it, then put up the money for the whole league. But I understand that's a crazy thing to want to do. Right. So, I'm not even going there, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying that should happen, but I'm going there as in, listen, like, if you want to change the rule, and my biggest problem too is if you want these women to have nicer stuff, you should go to the games, right? Because the only way they get paid more money is if you give them your money. And the problem with
this year we going
about this is they don't even give them money. So, like, how do you think the ladies are going to make more money if you don't give it to them?